is a rematch of a championship bout. The Glory Heavyweight Championship of the World. Fighting tonight out of Brasilia, Brazil.
New Super Bantamweight Champion of the World.
Oh, and that is all.
Hello and welcome to Inside Glory. I'm Todd Grisham. With 8 events, 16 shows, 5 countries on 3 continents, Glory continues to dominate the world of stand-up combat. Our just concluded second trip to China in as many years proved once again Glory's global appeal. Things continue to heat up with 2 more blockbuster events in September. But before we look ahead, let's look back on what has become a summer to remember.
This year, Glory goes global with the Summer of Glory. 5 events in 10 weeks on 3 continents. And you've got the best seat in the house for the hottest ticket in town. From Glory 55 New York through Glory 59 Amsterdam, the Summer of Glory brings you the world's best stand-up combat with contender tournaments, grudge matches, and title fights featuring our champions from around the world. At Glory 55 New York, we turned up the heat at the Hulu Theater in historic Madison Square Garden with 2 huge title fights. First, Thai superstar Pit Panamrung took the interim featherweight title against Kevin Van Nostrand and earned himself a title rematch at Glory 59 Amsterdam. Then Brazilian middleweight champion Alex Pereira KO'd challenger Yusri Belgari in the first round to retain his title. At Glory 56 Denver, the Mile High City hosted a close-fought middleweight grudge match that saw Simon Marcus get revenge over arch-rival Jason Wilness. Marcus has now earned himself a shot at Pereira at Glory 58 Chicago. And 2 more title fights rocked the Rockies as Artem Vakhitov successfully defended the light heavyweight title against Daniel Ilunga. And Jari Menezes caused controversy with a huge upset win over Anissa Meksen.
And new Super Bantamweight Champion of the World.
Then the Summer of Glory headed to China and went red hot with the Shenzhen Showdown at Glory 57. Lightweight Thai legend Sitthichai Sitsongpinong successfully defended his title against Marat Grigorian and extended his win streak to 8 fights. And victory in an 8-man tournament saw Chinese rising star Liu Shu take his place among the lightweight elite. Next on September 14th, the heat is on as we throw down in Chi-Town at Glory 58 Chicago. Alex Pereira defends his middleweight title against ex-champion Simon Marcus. Heavyweight behemoth Benjamin Adegbuyi takes on knockout monster Jafar Wilness. And local hero Richard Abraham returns to the Glory ring. And to round off the Summer of Glory on September 29th, we're blazing a trail to the home of modern kickboxing, and we're bringing the biggest beast on the block with us. It's the return of the King at Glory 59 Amsterdam, as Rico Verhoeven takes on another challenger, looking to steal the crown from the heavyweight champion of the world. This time, it's Brazilian bruiser Guto Inocente. It's the end of a long, hot summer, but will it be the end of Verhoeven's incredible 5-year, 16-fight winning streak? Or is the king of kickboxing simply too hot to handle? We'll find out at Amsterdam's biggest stadium, the Johan Cruyff Arena. And Dutch pitbull Robin van Roosmalen will fight for home country pride and the featherweight belt in a rematch with his toughest rival yet, Thailand's Pit Panamrung Kiatmukau. Also scheduled to appear are welterweight superstar and former champion, the Predator Murtel Grunhart, and one of Glory's next generation of young warriors, Mohamed Jarrah. It's the Summer of Glory as we go global. 10 weeks, 5 nights, across 3 continents.
We're just getting started. On this edition of Inside Glory, we'll preview the 3 upcoming title fights, take a closer look at the best of Brazil, catch up with the king of kickboxing as he visited the Big Apple.
Friday, September 14th, Glory returns to Chicago for a record 6th time for Glory 58. A massive middleweight title rematch as Pereira faces Marcus. And it's on deck Bowie versus Wilmus in a heavyweight battle of the Titans. Glory 58 Chicago, Friday, September 14th. Check date and time in your area. Don't miss it.
One of the things that makes Glory unique is its continuing pursuit of the best stand-up combat fighters, as it holds one and many times 2 world title fights at each event. The Summer of Glory concludes with 3 massive title fights. First, in a middleweight battle not to be missed, Alex Pereira defends for the 2nd time against rival Simon Marcus, who's looking to capture the belt he lost to Pereira a year ago. Then Ruben van Roosmalen takes on his toughest opponent yet, an interim title holder, Pech Panamarung, in a featherweight title unification bout. And finally, the king of kickboxing, Rico Verhoeven, makes his 8th title defense as he takes on number 3 ranked Guto Innocente of Brazil for the heavyweight championship of the world. The Summer of Glory has blazed through 6 weeks and 3 events of the best kickboxing action in the world. We've seen title fights and tournaments, comebacks and knockouts, and journeyed from New York to Denver and around the globe to Shenzhen, China. As we enter September, we're getting ready for another month of mayhem with 2 huge events and a trio of title fights to see the summer out with a bang. Glory 58 sees our return to Chicago for a Glory record 6th time, and we're bringing a huge middleweight title grudge match. Last autumn, Brazil's Alex Pereira dismantled Canadian champion Simon Marcus to shock the world and take the title. Marcus has fought his way back with impressive wins over Zach Wells and Jason Wilness and is determined to reclaim the belt. But Pereira is flying and put his last 4 opponents on the canvas. Stage is set for an epic battle for the middleweight title. And then to round off the summer, we head to the home of modern kickboxing for a gigantic event at the biggest stadium in the Netherlands with Glory 59 Amsterdam. Even by Glory standards, this will be a massive night with not 1, but 2 titles on the line. Since dropping to the lightest division in Glory, ex-lightweight champion Ruben van Roosmalen has cleared a path through a roll call of challengers and claimed the featherweight title for himself. His toughest test came last year with a majority decision win over Muay Thai master Pech Panamarung. The Thai superstar took the interim featherweight title at the start of the summer and immediately set his sights on revenge. Now on home soil, Van Roosmalen faces the Professor for a 2nd time in a battle to unify the featherweight belts. And the Summer of Glory reaches its peak with the hottest ticket in town as the king of kickboxing dons his gloves and climbs into the ring once more. Rico Verhoeven, Glory heavyweight champion since 2014, will make a record 8th title defense and put his 16-fight win streak on the line in a winner-takes-all fight for the crown against deadly Brazilian Guto Innocente. The huge home crowd will expect a win for Verhoeven, but 2018 has been a year of upsets, and anyone, even the king, can be dethroned. Gregorian beat Grunhard. Menezes shocked Mexen. Can Innocente topple the toughest heavyweight on the planet, or will Rico reign supreme for another year? 2 events, 3 title fights. The Summer of Glory hits September and gets even hotter. Could there be a changing of the guard? Will upsets prevail, or will the current title holders remain dominant? Those questions will soon be answered. Recently, the king himself paid a visit to New York. A bit later on, I'll join him in Central Park, where he shared life in and outside the ring. But first, my colleague Whitney Miller and the heavyweight champion paid a visit to Times Square.
So we're here in New York City, and I'm with, obviously, the king of kickboxing, Rico Verhoeven, and we're gonna see what he's been up to outside of fighting. I know there's fashion and cologne and underwear and movies, and it's just non-stop. So let's go check out Times Square.
Yeah, let's go.
Are you wearing your cologne?
Yeah.
It smells pretty good. Oh, it does smell pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
All right, what is it called?
Undisputed.
Oh, ooh.
Undisputed.
Undisputedly awesome.
This is an exclusive. I haven't said this before, so you already got it.
Undisputed. We're gonna smell incredible. September.
Definitely.
Here I come, man. I got a little flinch out of the king of kickboxing right there. All right, so you walk around Holland, and it's just crazy there, right? People love you.
Yeah.
So what is it like?
I enjoy it, like 95% of the time.
What about the other 5%?
Yeah, when you're with the family, sometimes it's just hard. It's difficult, especially for the kids, because when you're finally going out and then constantly they have to share that. For me, it's normal because I know I have to take pictures with the people, and just I try to give them, like, this is daddy's job. People see daddy on TV, and that's why they want to have pictures, and they understand, but still it's hard.
All right, well, we're in New York. You like to shop, I like to shop. Should we shop?
Yeah, let's spend some money.
Let's spend some money.
Oh.
Coming up a bit later, my visit with Rico Verhoeven. But up next, we shine our spotlight on the best of Brazil. Also, we'll feature the Predator, Myrtle Grunhart, and our fighter profile.
Amsterdam's biggest arena sees the biggest title fights of the year at Glory 59. In the heavyweight division, Rico Verhoeven puts his 5-year winning streak on the line as he faces down a new kind of challenger, massive Brazilian Guto Inocente. Plus, Robin van Roosmalen puts his 2-year winning streak up against Pet Panamrong in a rematch for the featherweight title. And Myrtle Grunhart and Mohamed Jarrah in a critical welterweight matchup. Glory 59 Amsterdam, Saturday, September 29th at the Johan Cruyff Arena. Check date and time in your area. Don't miss it.
2018 has seen the emergence of a growing number of outstanding stand-up fighters from Brazil. First, Alex Pereira defended his belt successfully against Yusri Belgari with a knockout of the year candidate. Then JD Menezes pulled off a controversial upset to give South America its first ever Glory women's title holder. It's now Guto Inocente's turn. Can he upset the seemingly unbeatable Rico Verhoeven? Don't look now, but Brazil is looking to give Glory its 3rd title holder of 2018. Brazil has a proud tradition in fight sports, with superstars in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Capoeira, Luta Livre, and Ballet Tudo. But now South America's biggest country has entered the kickboxing arena in a big way. In the past year, Brazil has seen 2 of its best crowned as Glory champions, as Alex Pereira took the middleweight title at Glory 46 Guangzhou, and JD Menezes defied all expectations with a super bantamweight title win over Anissa Meksen. Now Guto Inocente, the heavyweight heavy hitter with the grace of a ballet dancer, has a chance to make it a trio of titles for Brazil as he faces the king of kickboxing, Rico Verhoeven, at Glory 59 Amsterdam. Inocente is the clear underdog in his first title challenge, but Pereira and Menezes were in the exact same situation and both beat clear favorites. Anissa Meksen, a 28-1 favorite. All 3 fighters have tricky styles. Pereira's boxing is world class. Can Pereira close the show? Menezes piles on relentless pressure. And Inocente, well, Inocente does this. In 6.5 years, only the Netherlands, home to current champions Rico Verhoeven and Robin van Roosmalen, has had 3 or more Glory champions at the same time. On the 29th of September 2018, Carlos Augusto Inocente Filho, or Guto Inocente, will enter the ring in Amsterdam and take a shot at history.
Guto Inocente!
Standing in his way, the 6'5", 260-pound best fighter on the planet. It's all over! It's Brazil versus the Netherlands. The king versus the beast in a huge heavyweight battle of styles as the Summer of Glory goes out with a bang. Stand-up combat is truly the next generation of combat sports, and its global appeal continues to grow, with South America now giving Glory title holders on 4 different continents. Talk about appeal. The Predator is one of Glory's most talented and entertaining fighters, having held the Glory belt as welterweight champion. But make no mistake, his happy-go-lucky demeanor is a clever disguise. Inside the Glory ring, Myrtle Grunhart is a warrior who has set his sights on becoming once more the Glory champion of the world.
Lekker met jou? Tof hoor. Nog ergens is het? Dat is ja, wat mijn ik heb geen sokken aan. Als je meteen erop zet, jongen. Zie je dat, hè?
Ik heb ook geen sokken aan, maar ik heb mijn nagels gelakt en mijn domper gedaan. Kijk. Goud en zilver.
Die kraan is bezig met je. Hij doet dit de Fabulous 5. De Fabulous 5. Dus Melvin, Tokosaki, Badr, Yuri Mes en dan heb je mij. Horske dacht ik, had ik gevochten. Toen kwam ik hier en toen had hij deze opgehangen en dat was echt, dacht ja, dat is gewoon verrassing. Ja, was echt gewoon, voor mij was het echt gewoon een gruwelijk moment. Een van mijn momenten in mijn leven dat de hoogtepunt heeft bereikt. Dat ik gewoon hier sta, weet je, iedereen komt, dit is echt een bekende gym. Er komen heel veel mensen uit het buitenland komen hier om te trainen. En dan al die gasten die komen meteen die zien dit, weet je, dat vind ik vet.
Dus dit is zeg maar de Champions League van het boksen, van kickboksen. Als je hier staat dan...
Ja, hier heb je al die jaren wat bereikt. Hier heb je al die jaren echt voor gezocht.
Being so aggressive and so effective with that down punch behind the ear. That's what this fight is amazing. So much fun, so much courage.
Jouw loopje zit ook goed, hè? Jouw loopje.
Ja, die kennen we wel.
Kan ik het voelen een keer proberen?
Ja, tuurlijk. Mijn linker is beter dan mijn rechter.
Oké, hoe moet het zo, hè? Zo toch?
Dus hij hem zo vast in de zijkant, kijk, hij weet het al.
Ik krijg er maar een van, jongen. En die tekst of jou, wat is dat voor een mannetje?
Dat is een drukvechter, het is een klein mannetje. Drukvechter, hij komt echt om te vechten, dat is wel lekker.
Oké.
Ja, dat is wel lekker, daar hou ik wel van.
Hij gaat niet in de verdediging staan, kom maar van.
Ja, hij staat wel eens in de verdediging, maar hij komt wel echt naar voren toe om te knokken. Ja, dus ik denk, ja, zoiets ja. Het is wel echt een burger, het is wel lekker om tegen te vechten, maar hij komt van 70 kilo. En dit is zijn tweede partij nu op 77 kilo.
Oké, dus hij moet nog aankomen.
Ja, hij is al een beetje chubby, hij is al een beetje vet. Dus ik denk eerder dat hij moet afvallen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are still here at the Amsterdam Arena 2010.
Please welcome
Basti Gerge!
Golden Boy, Badr Hari!
Ik ben hier de arena van de Amsterdam Soccer Squad. I'm going to show you around the arena with Andy van de meiden. Oh, dat is Andy with my shirt. Mijn man.
Kijk hier. Nou jongen.
Goed voor jou, Uno.
Dat is voor jou, alsjeblieft.
Dankjewel man.
Ik ben in jouw wereld geweest. Nou gaan we even in mijn wereld kijken. Ik ga even rondleiden hier. Hij is vet, hè?
Let's do this. Hij is gruwelijk.
Ja, top. We gaan nu naar de kleedkamer van Ajax. Het is hier echt wel veranderd, man. Kijk, dit is vet, hè?
Mooi. Dik hoor. Mooi.
Vet, hè? Kijk hier, joh. En dan is het showtime.
Dan is het showtime, ja.
Dan is het beuken.
Kijk dan.
Oh. Mooi, hè?
Nice start.
Dit is mooi, hoor. Nagaan als het helemaal vol zit. En jij staat er, jij moet uit het midden, al die ogen. All eyes on you.
All eyes on you, letterlijk. All eyes on you.
Nou moet je het laten zien.
Nu moet je het laten zien. Maar dit is echt, dit is gewoon 16 jaar gewoon.
16 jaar voor
hard work, dedication, ja. Kijk.
Ja.
Dat is de bedoeling, hè?
Met zo'n auto zit ik in de auto, stink ik weer eens weten. Hey, en 29e, wat ga je doen hier?
Hier ga ik iemand knock-out slaan.
Ja? En ga je knock-out en hoe lang doe je erover?
Ik ga er wel voor.
Eerste ronde?
Dat weet ik niet. Rondes weet ik niet, maar hij gaat wel neer.
Kom wel goed met dit shirt aan en een slaapse kop eraf.
Zeker, het helemaal goed komen. We gaan het doen.
Lobby, brother.
Ik zie de 29ste, hè?
Jazeker. Ik ben
lobbybureau.
Ik ben hier. Kom, we gaan lekker naar huis. Lekker aardappeltjes.
Ja, panna, zag je dat? Panna.
We'll step aside one more time, and when we return, my visit with Rico Verhoeven. Welcome back to Inside Glory. I'm Todd Grisham. This past July, Rico Verhoeven came through New York, and while his schedule demanded much of his time, I was able to catch up with the king of kickboxing in Central Park as he spoke of his life both inside and outside the Glory ring. The heavyweight champion of the world, Rico Verhoeven. How you doing, man?
I'm good.
Good to see you. I'm doing great. Now, did you know back in the 1600s, New York actually belonged to the Dutch, so you should feel right at home?
Yeah, of course. This was New Amsterdam.
Yeah, you guys used to have this huge swath of land around the world, and now it's just a tiny little country in Europe. What happened to you guys?
Oh, no.
You were conquerors.
Yeah, that's why I'm the world champion.
Yeah, you're taking the world back over.
I'm taking the world back.
So you came to New York. I know you love this city.
Yeah.
What is it about New York that gets you going?
The big buildings and just Times Square. It just brings so much energy, and of course Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. Now you've had a pretty busy week doing a lot of media stuff. What was it like for you here?
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. We did literally everything. We shot a lot of content for social media, for Dutch TV, Veronica, Fight Network, been to ESPN Radio. We did it all.
Yeah. Now in the Netherlands, Veronica is our new television partner for Glory Kickboxing.
Yes, sir.
And this is a free channel for the entire country, and it's a pretty big deal over there, right?
Yeah, no doubt. It's an open channel, so now it's finally available for everybody.
It's such a great day. So many famous movies and television shows were filmed here. Why don't we wander around Central Park to see what we can find?
Yeah, why not? Let's
all
go.
Right. So, everyone wants to know, I'm sure when you walk down the street, the next thing they say to you is, Rico, when are you fighting again? Who are you fighting?
Yeah,
so what do you tell them now? What's going on?
Question. Yeah, the number one question now is, like, when are you fighting again? And it's, yeah, the 29th of September, the Johan Cruyff Arena in Holland.
This is actually a stadium, a soccer stadium, right?
It's a soccer stadium. I think it holds like 60,000 seats.
Wow. I've heard the name Guto Inicic floating around. Tell me about his style.
His style is, he changes up a lot. Orthodox, the southpaw, spinning back kicks, stuff like that.
But it's hard to carry that much muscle, that much weight, and do that spectacular offense for 5 rounds. Can the body hold up?
No, definitely not. Especially when you're not used to it. It doesn't matter how hard you train, you're not used to 5 rounds.
Yeah.
And after 3 rounds, then that's the moment when everything just soaks in and you think, damn, I still got 2 rounds to go.
Thanks, my man. It was a lot of fun wandering around Central Park. You smell good, by the way. What are you wearing right now?
Yes, my new fragrance is coming out, and you know I'm gonna hook you up.
The new fragrance. What's it called?
Undisputed.
Undisputed. Perfect. Take it easy. All right. See you later. The champ, Rico Verhoeven. Hey, well, that'll do it for this edition of Inside Glory as the heat wave continues with the Summer of Glory. First up, Chicago and Glory 58 when Pereira and Marcus battle it out for middleweight supremacy. Then it's on to Amsterdam for Glory 59 featuring 2 huge title fights. In the first, Robin van Roosmalen faces the always dangerous Pech Panamarung in a rematch for the featherweight title. That'll be followed by a heavyweight clash between the king of kickboxing, Rico Verhoeven, as he defends for a record 8th time against Brazilian beast Guto Inicic. Make sure to follow Glory on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and check out Glory's YouTube page for some of the best stand-up fighting highlights on earth. I'm Todd Grisham. I'll see you on both sides of the Atlantic for the best stand-up combat in the world.
Are you ready for glory?